Coach Sharp, first congratulations on the win today. Talk about advancing, and then we'll open up to questions.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're not just happy to be here. You know, a lot of times you get a low seed and you kind of awaiting your fate, so to speak. And our guys are really hungry for this game. We felt like we played SWASU close both times this year, and they have a great team. You know, they're well coached and have some really good scores. You know, they have Player of the Year on their team. So defensively, our guys knew that they had to really dial in today. They had to rebound. And I thought our zones really gave them some trouble. And the biggest stat to me was I feel like today was Rose only had 8 turnovers. So we did not get in our own way tonight, and that's something we've been talking about. We felt like we've kind of taken 2 steps forward and 3 back, or 1 forward and 2 back all year. So really happy for these 2 guys beside me. They both played like warriors today. Really did some good things for us on the floor tonight.
Ricky, just talk about the last play, or the deciding basket there. What was drawn up, and what would you see when the play was developing?
I mean, Jeff had been hot all game. He had sat out with 4 or 5, and then he came back in. He was ready to execute. We just stayed hungry throughout the whole game. The main part about it, our focus was to its high level. Everybody was playing on edge. Everybody had something to prove. And when you bring that to a game, and it's like a wicked.
Tariki, right?
Every
I'm sorry. I thought a key play was they were coming back. They had just taken the lead, 49-48. You guys put up a shot. It's no good. There's 2 defenders in front of you, between you and the basket. You go up over them, get the basket to put you guys back ahead. What was going through your mind? I mean, that just to me just showed desire on your part to just want to.
I see ball, I knew I had to get it. Like, balls like that, always 50-50 plays, coach talk about all the time that we had to get, and I was motivated enough to get it.
In a regular situation, would you have the adrenaline to do that, or was there something special about this game that pumped you guys up?
I mean, it's the playoff. Like, it's win or go home, and we don't want to go home.
Coach, you talked about your trapping zone there. How much do you think that kind of helped you guys set the tone for the rest of the game?
Yeah, our guys, we have long-range athletes, that can really cover up some passes that smaller, less athletic zones can give to an offense. So we feel like our kids they like playing the 1-3-1. It's fun to play. You get to fly around and make plays on balls, and maybe get into some transition a little quicker. Our guys really did a good job, forcing some tough shots. And I know we had at least 1 shot clock violation, and there were several other shots where they took from the 30-foot mark. And we feel really good if we can push their offense out to about half court. We felt really good about cleaning up the misses on the backside and going down and executing on offense.
And Jeff, you had a nice night tonight, 16 points, 8 rebounds. What did you feel was working best for you tonight, out there?
I mean, I feel like our guys took it personal tonight. I mean, that we seen those guys twice this season, and like Coach said, they beat us. It was a close game by 8, maybe 10. So I felt like it was personal to come out and play the best abilities I can play tonight. I mean, nothing less. I mean, win, go home. And like Enrique said, when you're trying to go home.
Was there a lot of motivation being the 7th seed for you guys to come out and show that, you?
Jeffrey, you guys kind of jumped out on there in the first half, and then it got a little tighter at the end of the first half, and they take the lead. Just what was going through when they had their their run you probably knew they were going to make, and then to have the fortitude to come back and get the win.
I mean, back to like both times that we seen it happened like that. Like we come out the second half and they go on a run, but we told ourselves in the locker room that on their run, don't fold. Like stay together. Fight. And the ones who fight the most and the hardest come out on top.
Coach, your starters played the majority of the game. How's that going to suit the further you get into a deep tournament like this?
we wanted to kind of shorten our bench tonight and really let our guys decide the outcome of the game, the starters. We felt like we went with a good defensive group, going big with Duke at 3. Duke Reed, usually plays the 4 for us. We slid into the 3 and really went big with our zone, so it was a little harder to see over. And we really just put the chips on the table and said, if you can outscore us, then you're going to win the game. And our defense really stepped up big. This is our second consecutive really good defensive game, and we feel like defense is going to carry us as long as we're out here. So going forward, they're young. I mean, they're 18, 19, 20 years old. They'll be all right. We've got a day off tomorrow, and they'll be ready to go, I'm sure.
Coach, I really felt it sealed it, even though there was like 6 minutes left in the game, I really felt it sealed it for you guys when Chauncey Williams went out, got that offensive rebound. You guys had that big 2 offensive rebounds, yours and his, and made it follow. It just seemed like, I don't know if it's your guys' defense, but it seemed like they weren't making great decisions down the stretch, taking those long 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And there had to be some poise on your guys' part.
Yeah, our guys, the 50-50 plays decide games. And those plays that you're talking about with Enrique and Chauncey, just extending plays, giving us extra possessions. Our guys were able to capitalize on those. It was no secret. Our guys were hungry to win. We wanted to play on Saturday and continue to do some things that Southern Arkansas hasn't done in a long time. And so we've kind of burst that bubble without having won a playoff game in over a decade at SAU. So these guys are ready for that challenge.
These last couple of years with the league, we've seen upsets, from the lower seeds, and just what speak about is how this league is, shaping up 3 years in, that, 6 seed wins, 7 seed wins. Last year, a 5 seed wins the whole thing. Just, what does it say about what we got going on in this league?
Yeah, our league is really, really good. It's from top to bottom, there are really no nights off. If you don't strap it on and play at capacity every night, you're going to get beat. Really hard to win on the road. Our league is really, really solid from top to bottom. And, they're great coaches. Everybody gives out scholarships. Like Lou Holt said, everybody has scholarship players. It's a great league. It facilitates great games. And, we're happy to be a part of it.
Coach, and I think it's interesting now, the semifinals, the 6 seed versus the 7 seed, both you guys had outstanding defensive efforts tonight. How do you see that matchup on Saturday?
Yeah, we're excited to play Henderson State again. They beat us twice this year as well. The last game was a really, really low-scoring affair. We didn't get out of the 40s in that game. We felt like our defense carried us and our offense didn't show up. So I know our guys. There will be no pep talk from me that can do what these guys already have in their hearts, which is ready to come out and send a message.